Okay, here we go. We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Coming into being here for you. And this is your space and your time to take that moment to reconnect with yourself and just come in more into that alignment with you. As we get so distracted by everything that happens around us, other people are all over the place, maybe, and all sorts of things happening all around us. And for those of you who are more sensitive, all those things that are happening globally, and you're just feeling it. And so, this is your time. This is the time for you to be with yourself, to connect in with yourself, and in this space with all of us doing this together. So, today I want to start by just having you think for a moment, pause for a moment, and think about what is it that you really want. And let's narrow this down because I think we can probably think of all sorts of things, but let's narrow this down to this session, what we're doing here today together. So it could be just coming into deeper alignment with yourself, uh, calming, finding that calm and that centeredness within. So just take a moment to feel into that and see what is it that you really want in this session for yourself. And then when you come up with that, what I want you to do is to consciously choose it. And so you can just do that by saying, I choose da 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 da, whatever it is. Okay. So, like, I choose to be more centered and aligned with myself. I choose to find that inner calm for myself, for example. So, whatever it is, just make that conscious statement for yourself. That's actually a really powerful thing to do because it's you're taking action for yourself and saying, okay, I choose this kind of thing. So, and then let's take a nice deep breath in and get settled in. Feel yourself settling into your body, into whatever you're sitting on. If your feet are not on the ground, take a moment to just put your feet on the ground and connect in that way. There's a lot of us kind of like to sit cross-legged, or a lot of people learn to sit cross-legged with meditation, and that's fine. But take a moment to uncross your leg and actually see the difference, because there is a very different energetic component to crossing your legs or having your uncrossing your legs, having your feet flat on the floor. So just notice that for yourself for a minute. Whether you cross your legs or not, it's always good to have that sense of what we're actually doing and how it impacts us. Uh, so, uncrossing your legs, feeling your feet on the floor, and feeling what your feet are on, and even if you're wearing shoes, so get a sense of those layers. There's your feet. Maybe you're wearing socks or shoes or both, feeling those. And then what are your shoes on? Is it the carpet? Is it a wood floor? Is it a tile floor? Is it cement? Is it whatever it is? Let yourself feel into that. Really kind of just put your awareness there. Feel into that. Notice that. And just see, get a sense of those different layers. Becoming aware of especially of the one that's closest to your skin, and see if you can get that sense of that difference. There's your skin, there's whatever your skin might be against, sock or shoe, floor, carpet, whatever it is, cushion, grass, and really put your awareness there and feel into that difference. Hey, Kayla, um, just hopped on. So you're just joining now. So just take a moment as we get started here to make a conscious choice for yourself of what it is that you want for yourself in this session, and kind of along the focus of this session. So being more centered, more aligned, deeper calm within, whatever it is, take a moment to kind of get a sense of what it is you want, and then make that conscious choice by saying, "I choose da 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 da," whatever it is, and then hop in with us with where we're at, where the group is at. And Asta, okay. Asta, hey, nice to see you. And again, so I'm going to repeat this for you, Asta, too, because this is a I started that at the beginning. So anybody who's joining in at this time, uh, make a choice for yourself what it is that you really want in the session. And the examples I'm giving here so far is just and with the focus of this of this coming into being of being more aligned with yourself, being more connected in, of deeper calm within, whatever it is. Take a moment to identify that, and then make a conscious choice for yourself by saying, "I choose," whatever it is that you're choosing. So everybody else kind of, and then when you're ready, just join, hop in, and Roma also. Roma just again told everybody make a conscious choice about what you want in this session to be more aligned, more centered, more coherent. So feeling your feet on the ground, and again coming into that layer and really feeling into that layer of your skin, the skin of your feet, and whatever that is next to, whatever those feet are on, whatever layer is right next to your skin, and really feeling into that, dropping into that, letting your awareness just flow down from that head, from maybe out of the head too. A lot of people think they're in their bodies and they're from their neck up and out. So that's okay. That just happens to us different times. So slowly just bringing that down, letting it drop all the way down to your feet and feeling your feet. Feeling into those feet. What do those feet feel like? How do you how if they had a personality, what would that personality be expressing? Uh, Happy, tired, swollen, maybe feeling dry even, you have dry skin or dehydration in your body, you might feel drier, and breathing into those feet and allowing yourself to really connect in with your feet. And what does that have to do with being centered and realigned with yourself? As your feet are a part of you, and how often are we aware and present in our feet while we're madly typing away on that keyboard or on that cell phone, or even just talking on somebody else's cell phone, or thinking about what it is we have to do next. And it's not a case of either or, it's a case of being actually able to do both. So, but right now we're going to just focus in on that, focusing on your feet, because those are part of you. Breathing into that. You might start to feel like they're kind of maybe tingling in some way, or and that just shows that they're kind of coming to life because your awareness is there. You're breathing into them. You're really bringing juice into that. And those feet connect us so much to so much around us. They help to anchor us into the earth, into, that grounding or that earthing is, I guess it's the term now also. If your feet are closed off energetically, you're not getting that flow of energy from the ground. Particular frequencies, some of them are Schumann frequencies, are known as that, but there's a lot of other things that just taken from the earth and the ground and bring those, allow that to flow in through your feet. So imagine for a moment that your feet are like spreading out and opening up. You've got big chakras on, and like the hands too, but imagine this is your foot. Center of your feet, you've got pretty decent chakras in there. Not the main big ones, but good chakras. So as you imagine your feet opening up, that will help to just kind of open up your feet chakras. Okay. And feeling, okay, let me pause a minute, see where I need to take you guys with this. Okay, feeling that opening up and feeling just that flow of energy coming into your feet. And if it feels a little blocked or if it feels like there's not a lot coming in, that's okay. Just notice whatever's coming in. Feel that coming in from the earth. And then as you do that, I'm just going to anchor people into at your feet with this new earth grid. Yeah. I won't get into explaining that too much right now, but it has to do with a new grid that's been going up around the planet, that it's connects up to the new consciousness of the planet of existence, and allowing that to come through that flow of energy, that flow energy frequencies. You can call it whatever you want. There's an overlap there. I use the term energy just because we were saying energy a lot more decades ago. We were saying more energy than frequency. Now everybody's saying frequency, so that's the cool word to use. But there's a lot of overlap. And there's some differences there too. So, uh, yeah, nice. See that flow, and if you're real sensitive, you might have a sense of the difference between when it was just the flow coming into your feet and when it's the energy coming in from the new earth grid. Um, I see it differently. Uh, so allowing that to flow through your feet and feel that going, feel that, sense that, see it, maybe even hear it if you're sensitive at the auditory level. Who knows? Maybe even smell it, or taste it. That comes in for some people, uh, and not as common, but yes, that can come in as well. And flowing up, bringing that up, allowing that to just fill you up. That's all you need to do is just, and if you want to emphasize that to make that stronger for yourself with every in breath, like you're sucking up that glass, that the water and the juice in the glass with a straw, you just, and you can actually do that if you want, if that helps. But also just imagining that with your, as you're breathing in, and as you breathe in, just sucking those energy, that frequencies in through your body, up your legs, up into your torso, filling you up, with every in breath. Just keep doing that. Yeah, there's a little bit of, I'm working a little bit of clearing up a little bit of the legs, but as you keep doing that, it's gonna keep opening up and flushing your system out with any debris, riffraff, frequencies, energies, as I call them. So, yeah, some of you have issues in the bones. Um, so just keep bringing up those frequencies, sucking them up, you know, like a really good milkshake, you know, just bringing those frequencies into your uh, okay, into in through your feet, into your legs. I'm just pausing a minute on this. It's in the upper thighs that I'm noticing an issue, and I'm just kind of sitting with that. So just keep bringing in those frequencies for yourself as I just tune into that and work on this a little bit. Um, yeah. So what I'm seeing, and this is for one person in particular that's on the live call. That's live on the call on the session here. You carry a lot of people in you. So that's, and as I'm talking about it, it's starting to shift, but at least to a certain degree, it will shift for you. But carrying a lot of people, and given the area that it's in, um, you want to keep clearing that out for yourself because we're getting into the bone and the bone marrow, and the bone marrow is real important for the blood cells and clean blood cells. If you don't have clean blood cells, then it could get into cancer. Not saying it is right now, but it it could come into that. Or brittle bones also, but this feels more kind of along the lines of being something that it can unfold into cancer. So uh, you're holding on to too many people, um, and part of that has to do with not having good boundaries for yourself, and so we all, it's really important for all of us. So thank you for bringing that up for us. And I won't name people just because I don't start by asking people if it's okay. I don't have that set up. So you're welcome to message me after if you want to know if that was you, and I can let you know. Um, but thank you for bringing that up because it's really important to understand that we need to be strong and hold strongly for ourselves. And we don't always do it overnight. We don't always do it instantly, and that's okay. But the more we do it for ourselves, of really holding our space, holding ourselves really solid and present, and clearing out what is not us from our space, and our space is arm's length out. You can't see the ends of my fingers, but if you just put your hands out to either side, you will have a sense. That's how big your space is all the way around. So I can't see my the tips of my finger here, but you can do that for yourself and have that from arm's length out into your body, but also into your body. So your body has that overlap with the physical level of your being and the energetic frequency level and spirit level. They all, intermesh um, at the physical level. It's not separate. It's not like, oh, there's the physical. That's where the energetic ends. Goes right in. They overlap and are integrated there. So all of that is you, and the more you clear out all of that of what is not you, the better off you will be in everything. Uh, health. So we're talking about health. The health is a big one. Even state of mind, because I also see that coming up as kind of heading into a little bit depression, and depression because it's that state of like uncertainty. It's not okay, what I'm gonna say next is, well, that doesn't sound like depression, it sounds more like different things, but, depression is that state of being disconnected from yourself, basically, and what's showing up now is just, and there's, somebody else on the call that this pertains to, um, of that being unsure of yourself, being, uh mousy is the best word I can find right now, of just being kind of small and playing small and just kind of holding back on yourself and being insecure about who you are. So if that sounds like you, and we all have those. You might everybody might be going, oh yeah, that kind of sounds like me, and maybe there's a particular area that you feel insecure, and somebody else is going to feel a little unsure of themselves in another area. So that probably can come up for all of us. And that's just an indication that we are not really fully owning ourselves and fully owning into our bodies. So, with all of that said, really exhaling out completely on your next out breath, and bringing your mind down all the way back down to your feet, opening up those feet even more, letting and just imagining your feet just kind of stretching out like my hands are doing now. I'm not going to show you my feet. I'm just going to do it via my hands, and really pulling that energy through you. And you can actually, with your breath, go really make that, exaggerate that in breath, and cycling that out. Yeah, and feeling yourself even more. Let's just pulling it all the way through. So that was a pretty good clearing on the leg stuff. Maybe not completely, but if you keep doing that, that will just help to keep that flowing through for you. And filling up your torso. And we're not going to take the time to go into all the different organs, but you can feel like just your whole torso filling up top to bottom, or if you want, you can go to specific areas. If you have a weak area, maybe it's your gut. Maybe it's the sexual organs, or the lungs, or the liver, or digestive organs. So you can bring your awareness to that particular area for yourself, and then just really consciously breathe that in. And you cannot be fully centered and aligned in yourself if you have energies that are not you. Hi, Larry, I just noticed you are here. Welcome. Yeah, missed the conscious choice part at the beginning. I was having everybody do just making a conscious choice about what they really wanted to get out of the session, this session here today. So, but really focusing, so the torso and that particular area, or just the whole torso, and really filling that up with each breath, bringing that energy through, and just we're going to extend that out, feeling that flowing into your arms as well, through your arms, and maybe even just flowing out your hands. You got nice chakras here on your palms that take in and put out frequencies, energies. So allowing that to flow through here, and then it doesn't just go right here. Probably noticing that it's starting to flow into your neck and your head, and that's fine. That's normal. Don't try to just like, okay. I mean, we can do that as a particular exercise, but not here. But just don't try to hold it back from going into your head. Just allow it, because that's how your system works. And and filling up your neck, your head, and overflowing out. So you can kind of imagine like it's flowing through you like a little fountain coming up and shooting arm's length up and then just cascading all around you, all around your physical body, and filling yourself up at all these different levels. And you're like a little energy fountain here, just, those little nice 360 degrees, those little fun fountains that you just go and creating that little flow. And it kind of gets into the torus field flow. And it hooks into that. But you can also just focus on just uh, your own field. Yeah, pulling through. Very nice. It looks very nice. Let's see. Let's see with what came up earlier. Yeah, that's actually is helping to clear up. So seeing that just cycling around and it's helping to clear out the fog, the scraggly stuff. Um, it's better on the leg with that person earlier that I was talking about earlier. Would be good to I mean, if you were to do this with yourself, you could get clear a lot of that. It feels like there's kind of masculine energy in that leg. I almost want to say it's your father um, that got embedded. Uh, I'm seeing that like right leg and hip area, almost as if you had gotten hit there or something. But there's deeper embedding of frequencies, and what that basically means is that they're anchored in more. They're kind of like rooted in more, as opposed to just kind of being in there and then flowing out. So a lot of it has flowed out, um, but there's just a little bit more work that could be done. And so again, you could actually, if you were to keep doing that for yourself, that would help you a lot. You can also choose to do a session to get that cleared out. And anybody who's interested in this session, listening to that, you can on Instagram just go to the link in my bio and then the follow that. And everybody else on unboundedandfree.com, you can that's my website and go to the frequency sessions. I think it's but anyway, sessions. And can see what my offerings are. And even so it's not a necessarily a question of either or here of doing the work yourself or having a session. I mean, both are fine. Sometimes we just can't get in deep enough for ourselves, and there's different reasons for that. And it's good to have somebody else support us in that process and kind of do some deeper digging. But even if you do that, it's really important for you to do it for yourself. That's about owning yourself, taking responsibility for yourself and saying, no, I'm important. I'm important to me. I value myself. I value who I am. And I'm taking care of myself. So I'm going to stand for myself here. And that will actually you'll get more out of any session work that you do if you do your own work, if you do this for yourself. So just a little heads up on that. We can't always do the work for ourselves because in a session, you have the receiving end and you have the putting out end or the giving end, if you want to term it that way. So to do the work for yourself, you have to actually be doing both at the same time. So it's much more difficult to go in deeper and really receive. So it's good to do session work where you can just fully just open up and just allow yourself to receive. So that's part of the dynamics of session work or doing your own work kind of thing. Uh, so it's good to do both. Both are important. Okay, feel that. You guys look good. You guys look nice. There's a nice flow coming through. And kind of you might kind of also have a sense of a figure eight happening also in that flow. Yeah, very nice. So just take a deep breath in and then just feel your whole body. Just feel where you're at right now. Come back to the choice that you made if you were on early enough for that. And if you weren't, you can always go back and listen to this again and do the whole process with that choice. And feel that strength in yourself of having made that choice for yourself and having taken yourself, of course we're in a group here, we're working together. You've got me kind of guiding the group, but you also made the choice for yourself. I didn't say I'm choosing this for you. You're choosing it for yourself. And that strength and power that gives you is really, really nice. So thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Marianne. So very much needed. Very good. I'm glad. And thanks for joining in because, yeah, add flavor. Every one of you adds a flavor of of you, which is always nice, and makes each session really unique and special. Whoever shows up. So that's the fun part with group stuff. Totally agree. Having a session with you was an eye opener for the things I didn't even know existed and really recommend it. Oh, thank you, Roma. Appreciate that. That's good. I'm glad I could give you that support and deepen that understanding of yourself for you. And so very good. All right. So let's take a nice deep breath in right now. Leg situation resonated with me. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you, thank you from Asta, and you're welcome. And thank you back to you too for showing up and showing up for yourself. Oh, Roya, we're coming to an end, Roya, but I do recommend going back. We just to recap the session, as everybody just kind of feels that just where you're at as a result. um, I started by having people just make a choice about what they wanted from this coming into being session and making that conscious choice of I choose da 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 whatever it was, and then going through the session. So but always nice to have you show up when you do. And usually people show up the human level, they've already been part of it at the spirit level. Ilaria, okay, like situation resonated with me. Yeah, uh, yeah, that makes sense. Yes, agree. Sessions with Marianne are really powerful. Yeah, thanks, Ilaria. I'm glad to hear you've gotten some good juice out of that too. That's what's important. Oh, I was with a client. Are you going to save the life? Yes, yes, they are. Just on my Instagram page and on Facebook and YouTube also they stay up. Facebook, I kind of try to clean up the feed a little bit to because I don't post too often, so I don't want every single post to be. But YouTube also, and the YouTube channel, I think it's under my name, Marianne Carduner or Unbounded and Free. But on Instagram, yeah, just go to the feed and it will show. And I put the focus on there so you can look through and say, oh, okay, yeah, this one sounds like one I want to work with. So then you can go back and listen to it. But you were part of it at some level because you popped in. So good for you. All right, let's just take a moment again to just feel that and feel everybody just feels a little bit more alive and present and in a lighter way, not so heavy. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it next week, uh, especially Instagram, because little issues with my phone. I'm in Europe and my phone has to go back to the United States to get activated. It will get activated. My brother's actually here. He's going to take my phone back, manually activate it because it's not happening here where I am. So I'll see. So technical things might get in the way for me doing it next week, but definitely the week after. We'll figure it all out. So thank you all for stopping by, and we'll catch you in the ethers and wherever else we connect. So take care, everybody.